YouTube's latest move on the monetization front has sadly upset a very large part of their uploaders. If you are watching this video, then we don't need to explain to you what is going on. You already know. There is a good chance that you were demonetized and you are pissed. We are too. We have been looking into the reaction of many channels to these latest developments, from small channels and big channels, and have found themes in common within both groups but little in common between the two groups. Many owners of large channels like to point out the difficulties they faced in having monetized their channels in the old days, while pointing out that newer channels had it easy in monetizing their channels. They speak as if they were the only channels around in those days. They speak as if the mass extinction of channels that did not conform to YouTube's agenda was somehow just, or fair, and that they, the big channels, were somehow the rightful winners of what was, even then, a fixed game. How pathetic. YouTube's largest channels are nothing more than MTV shows, clickbait top 10 lists, animal videos, and right-wing AM radio. Furthermore, they almost all do a calculation to determine how much money a channel with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views per year would make. They all miraculously arrive at the same number, $4 a month. Let us repeat that. They all decided to do a calculation on their own to determine how much a small channel meeting YouTube's new criterion would make, and they all arrived at the same figure. We are borg. Before Captain Janeway freed us from that loathsome creature that usurped the collective and called herself the Borg Queen, we too had grown accustomed to receiving and executing directives from one voice. We call on the owner of a large channel, a social influencer, as they often are referred to come clean and admit that their YouTube bosses have given them talking points and that they are all obediently following their orders like good Nazis do. Some of the top channels, and we do not refer to them as content creators, as the words are used to validate them and present them as somehow more creative than the toiling masses of channels that actually create new, edgy, cutting-edge content that is almost impossible to find under the flood of their suggestions, suggested videos and other tools that YouTube uses to herd its viewers into a few narrow channels of content that have taken to insulting small creators. They refer to us as spammers and thieves. Spam and thievery may be rampant on YouTube, but this is caused by people trying to manipulate YouTube's algorithms, which are designed to crush small channels. We want you to understand this point. YouTube has set up algorithms purpose to direct as much traffic as possible to a few big channels. People, realizing this, began to post videos designed to fool the algorithm into thinking that these videos were somehow related to those few big channels. The problem of spam and thievery of content is caused by YouTube's algorithms that favor big channels, not by the small channels. Demonetizing small channels does not address this issue at all. It will actually increase it, as many small channels featuring unique, original, cutting-edge content will no longer have a viable path to monetization, giving clear field for big channels and spammers. The big channel 1%ers also call many small channels hypocrites for stating that it's not about the money. They presume to lecture these small channels about how they should be making content for the love of making content, and then go on to tell their viewers how that is what they do, and that the money is just an added blessing to them. We the Borg call bullshit. The big channels are the hypocrites. While they lecture the small channels about chasing the $4 a month and tell them how ridiculous that is, it is this very same $4 that the big channel wants, and they are upset that it went to some small channel instead of to themselves. We will not go into issues of free markets and competition being the driving force behind innovation and progress here, as we, the Borg, believe that the epoch where markets were a progressive and innovative force has long ago passed away, but will instead end this video here and leave that topic for a future broadcast. We hope you assimilated your subscription. And remember, always remember, Blue Fronties Pandas. Pandas doesn't give a fuck about that.